good evening, Mr. Ben freaking Mullen. I'm so glad you could join us.
Hello! I'm super excited to suddenly be here, having remembered. I've blocked out most of the memory of being destroyed by Jeff.
Well, I think people that play Jeff and get beat up by him love to block that memory out as well.
Jeff is a guy who's got a lot of power. You know, if you compare him with Alex, I think Alex is a person who's gotten to the finals so many times in CTWC history. You just don't want to give him an opening. And so you got to get out started quickly. That's always my strategy, just get out ahead quickly. Because if I get behind, then I just get demoralized and lose by a lot.
All right, Ben, we are ready. They are ready to go. Alex knows about Hover 3, and Jeff, you see, has got the ready on the screen nice and promptly. Ben, please do the honors and count them down for the first game.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Baby Grandmaster. I don't know why I said Baby Grandmaster. You know what that's a quote of?
No, I do not. Please indulge me.
Well, long ago, because if I'm the aficionado of nothing, it's things from long ago. And in the movie, in Ecstasy of Order, that's what Dana referred to Alex as.
Yes.
The little baby Grandmaster.
You are correct.
He's not a baby anymore.
No.
Now, it's been so many years.
he's a man. He's a young man. He's got a family and everything, right? Married?
Yeah. How times change.
Indeed. Although times haven't changed that much. I mean, these two are still outstanding players. They've been doing it for quite some time, and it's so good to see that they continue to do that. So, one thing that was asked to me, of course, Ben, a lot of people been asking. When they heard that I had you coming on today, they said, "Oh, please, you have to ask Ben." Let's just jump right into it, Ben. Will you be at CTWC this year, my friend?
You know, I've been hemming and I've been hawing, and let me give you the old hem and haw here. I am going to be there.
Yes!
Yeah.
There you go.
Me and my wife will both be there.
Let's go.
My son will be with his grandparents. I think next year you're going to come, Oscar. But I'm going to be there. Ooh, Jeff has some trouble.
Jeff has some trouble. That is it.
He didn't make it to 100K.
He did not make it to 100K. I think he got surprised that you said you were going to show up. He got scared. He got intimidated, Ben.
I think so. I'm a force to be reckoned with. Well, congratulations to Alex for nothing, because no points awarded here. But he had a nice stable stack the whole time, so that's good.
He definitely did. So at least he's looking pretty good out the gate. But unfortunately, that will not count because that's under the 100K threshold. So there you go. Ben, you haven't missed much, man. You've been taking the year off now. You haven't missed much. You're still seeing those early top outs here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no matter how good you get, this game is still a carnival of early top outs.
All right. So we have ready from Jeff, and it looks like Alex is ready. So go ahead, Ben. Please count us down for take 2 on game number 1.
And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, and speaking of me going, this will be the first year that I feel like I'm going more as a fan, because, with the rollers of the world, I'm not going to even try for the main competition. But I think there are going to be, I just assume there's going to be like DAS side things.
So you would assume correctly. There is the format is pretty much going to stay the same as we did last year. Vince is still kind of buttoning things up. He's going to make official announcements after this weekend's Super Regional that's going on, as he and Chris and a bunch of others will be showing up at the Phoenix regional event that's going on this weekend. So pretty much after that, they would make some more official announcements on the formats and stuff. Yeah.
When it comes to DAS side tournaments, I am all in.
You are all in. So basically, they're going to have the top 48 once again with the gold bracket, and then they'll do a 32 silver, which, last year, Ben, we saw there was quite a few Dassers that were in that silver tournament. In fact, one Dasser made it all the way to the final. So there is certainly hope. When you at a live event, you certainly know, for all those years being there, at live events, anything can happen.
Oh, yes, yeah. I will admit, though, that my plan is for the main tournament stuff to just stay out of it and cheer and drink PBR.
You'll see, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
I'm gonna just be a fan and watch in reverence.
Well, absolutely. I'm sure you'll at least put up some type of qualifying. And so we would love to see you qualify at the event, and I'm sure people would love to see. You never know. Listen, you never know. Ask Jeff, for example, right? Jeff last year kind of was like, in the same boat. He was thinking about being kind of a fan and just hanging out or whatever, but when he spent the summer with you last year, that got him into a really good grind, got him back into game shape, and he ended up tying the DAS world record for qualifying attempt, 4 max outs in the 2-hour span.
Dang, Jeff!
Yeah.
What a beast.
What a beast.
Now, speaking of which, I should probably say something about the gameplay that's happening
Oh,
here.
please do.
Well, Jeff's winning, but not by much. And he has a little bit of a not great board. And Alex has kind of a great board, so almost tied when you add those two things up. He'll probably fix it, though. He's Jeff.
Well, he is digging out as his handle goes. So current score check right now for players. 269, hey now for Jeff. 260 for Alex. So surprisingly, even with that messy board that Jeff is playing with, he still has a slight lead over Alex. Alex with a much better build at the moment and has the Tetris in to prove it. He will take the lead now at 288 to Jeff's 278.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so Jeff has just a little work to do. If it were me, I would just go ahead and probably top out, but he's gonna dig out because we got different names.
So let's talk about that, since you have the experience of playing Jeff 99 games over the course of 11 weeks. How frustrating was it when you're hearing the commentary? Bidwell and I are explaining the situation on the board, and you hear that Jeff is getting to these type of digging situations. Now you're watching it here first and foremost. How frustrating as a player is it that you mentioned you'd rather hear your opponent topping out early so you can get that nice early win, but man like this just doesn't die that easy.
Yeah, and the tough thing for me was he would get into digging situations and they would last a long time, and it would be kind of like what we're seeing in front of us. Even though that was happening, my lead wouldn't grow that much. Because he would find little ways to put a stupid little Tetris in there once in a while. And it's just like right now, we got 387 for Alex, 383. That's not that different.
Now the line disparagement will be something to look at throughout. Jeff is a push-down player, so that'll increase the amount of lines that he's going to be ahead on Alex. Alex not having touched the 100 line marker. Going to have a slight misstep of an S piece. We'll see how he solves that. But he's going to touch 100 lines just in a moment. Jeff's already at 112 lines. He has a better board now after cleaning that up. There's a slam of Tetris to go to 418. Alex at 417. So pace-wise here, Ben, Alex has the advantage because he has all those lines to work with. Jeff will have to kind of slam some big scores when we get to 19.
I hadn't even looked at that, so Alex is not substantially yet again, but oh, look at this. Actually, Reed says, super stoked to hear from Ben. The community missed him. Oh, I missed you guys too. I don't know why I don't play for so long at a time. I guess it's just my way.
Listen, I think, sometimes you got to have those nice moments to come in. There's a point where overindulgence can be too much, and you kind of like say, oh, they're playing again, I don't want to see them play, right? But I think when you come in spurts and just here and there, right, that's like a nice special attraction for the most part. I think it means more than anything.
Oh, definitely. Oh, we have transitioned for Jeff in the 500 somewhere. I think he transitioned, and he's doing well. He's got a nice clean stack, kinda.
Yeah,
there you go.
he's just gonna be way ahead in the line. He's already on level 21. Alex has just finally reached number 19, so we'll see what Alex can do. Alex is ahead in the score. That T could be troublesome. See how Alex is going to solve this. He's going to stick that J. Look at these tucks here. Very nice.
I think he can do it. Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Oh, the board is going to slip away from Alex, and he's going to be done here, Ben, at 563.
Oh, a noble fight, though.
And there you go. And the frustration, as you know well, Ben, so well, that man that looked like he should have been topped out ages ago He's still going. He's got it. 598 is good enough to take the first one. GG's.
Oh, and here he's mullening. He's bringing my namesake to life.
He is indeed, yeah.
Oh, no, he's not. As soon as my namesake comes up, he kills me. Say it ain't so, Jeff.
Say it ain't so, bro. Alright, so players will increment the seed. Actually have to fix the bottom of the layout. I totally forgot about that. But that's okay. We'll fix that in moments. Alright, players, you'll increment your seed. You go to B2. For the next one, we'll go to B2. B2. But they call that out of bingo cards, Ben? B2.
B2, yeah. There's no joke that goes with B2.
You can be true to B2, of course. Alright, Ben, count them down. We got game number 2 upon us.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Portland.
Yeah. Let's go to Portland.
So
So
I assume
excellent.
Alex and Jeff are both going to Portland?
I'm hoping so. I know obviously we'll save that to the end of the series. We'll ask them those big time questions to find out what their intentions are. I mean, I would have to imagine Alex would go. He's gone every single year. So it's like, why would you want to break the streak now, right?
Yeah. Me breaking the streak one year really cracked the seal. And now I haven't been several. Of course, COVID kind of screwed up, like, did it screw up 2 years?
It did, yes. Well, you did
Oh,
play. You
yuck.
did play at least the first time online, correct?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that year was a year where it was like, I'm starting to take the hint. The rollers are in control.
The age of the rollers were upon us at that juncture somewhat. It was kind of the infancy stages there.
Yeah.
But how do you feel these days, Ben, about a lot of these DAS tournaments starting to pop up? Obviously, you had the big one, the World Series, or the World Cup, I should say. Excuse me, the World Cup of DAS that happened in Germany last year. It's happening again this year. How do you feel about that going on?
I think it's a great thing. It's like in any sport like this, you can have the open competition, which is like bring any play style you have, do the best you can, and you're gonna get the greatest scores ever. But it's perfectly good and perfectly natural to have other aspects of it based on specific play styles. Tennis with clay court versus grass court or something.
Right. Because it does make a difference. Yeah, it does make a difference as far as how players would react and so on. So I think there's a place for every play style. Obviously, with the emergence of rolling, the tapping community has dwindled mightily. They've pretty much moved over to that play style now. But it would seem that DAS absolutely has a place in the Tetris scene and in special events and things like that. And to be honest, man,
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and watch a lot of these DAS tournaments that go on, they have heavy viewers that come in to watch because it's still exciting, the thrill of watching people try to race to 29.
Yeah, because I think DAS, and I maybe don't watch rolling competitions enough, because maybe they've introduced some kind of cap. But the nice thing about DAS is it has like sort of an end to it with every game, which forces you to really play efficiently. Not that the rollers don't play efficiently; they're still way more efficient than me. They're incredible all around, But
Much like these two
It
players
is
that are incredible, of course. There's 270
Yeah.
here for Jeff, 199 for Alex. Alex going to slam a Tetris down the middle, Quaid style, to go to 221.
oh yeah, so this is a moment where that's a bit of a lead. That's about a 50,000 point lead. Not insurmountable though. So, but you gotta kind of start to think about being pretty efficient and Tetrising well, I think.
So in playing Jeff, like at what point of the game did you say to yourself, okay, I kind of need to ramp things up a little bit? Like you would see right now, it's about a 3 Tetris lead for him, even though the line count disparagement is going to be ongoing. Like at what point did you say to yourself, I need to kind of like hustle here? Was it like, halfway through at the 65 line marker? Was it more closer to like 90 lines with the Joey Parker turn? Like where would you say to yourself, I got to hustle here?
Oh God, King! It was weeks before it started. Like I think this guy is so. He's Let me just put it this way. I am happy I did as well as I did. I don't remember what the final score was, but he's better than me at Tetris, frankly, and I knew every game I had to go with as high a score as I could get.
For the record, the final tally was 66 to 33 in favor of Jeff, so he won.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not too bad.
Yeah. I mean that 9-0, first week that you did was stellar. So that
sure helps. Yeah.
Yeah, that got you what did that get you, like a quarter of a quarter of the games there.
446 to 366, but that line count difference is also notable. So Alex is not in as bad a position as one might think.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff's board is not perfect, although it maybe is about to be perfect. So
yeah, that's the one thing about Jeff. Whenever he is looking to get out of these type of situations, it seems like he knows exactly where to put this piece, right? Look at that beautiful vault of a Z piece that came in for him. He'll slam in a Tetris. 508 for Jeff on double 20 already. Alex still playing around on 18. He will not have the better transition score, even with the line count in favor, but he'll have the time. That's the most important thing, right, Ben? He'll have time to be able to figure out, okay, whatever Jeff's score is, I know what I need to beat as we get closer.
Well, technically, I'd take score and score rate over time, but it does help. It does help because you do know at least what you got to do.
And Alex has used that to his advantage in some of these matches during the weeks that we've had, where he knows that Jeff is ahead by about a level or two, and that allows him to say, okay, I'm only 2 or 3 touches behind. As long as I can maintain this board, when I get to 27, 28, I'll crank it up, because those values are so high and worthy that you hold out for that, maybe.
Oh, 100%. It is. If I had to have an opinion on it, I think playing slow is better, because it does give you the ability to see where your opponent is. Or see where they were at the same point you are.
Right now we're having a little internet hiccup on Jeff's side. We'll see if that comes back.
Oh, yeah, a little. He's a stone-faced.
Okay, probably we'll look to refresh that.
Let's see. Crazy that Alex has better ping than Ben. What's ping? Or is that a misspelling?
Ping is basically what lets you know the internet connectivity going on between the website. So I'm just going to hit the refresh button. Hopefully that'll work. And there we go.
Am I cutting out? Is that what that means? Do I not sound luxurious?
I don't know. You sound luxurious to me.
Oh, good.
All right, so just having an internet issue, and yeah, it's on his end there. So his internet has kicked the bucket. So hopefully he'll return momentarily.
Ooh, I think our internet went down, says Caffeinated Kim.
Yeah, that's correct. She is absolutely correct. So tell Jeff to play it out. Tell him not to worry. We'll figure it out. Let him continue, because Alex is having a pretty damn good game here.
Yeah. Okay. This is where a Mullen is forced, because
absolutely.
You don't know what the other guy has.
Yeah. And I think even if Jeff had topped out, I think if you're Alex, you got to finish this out. He has not had a competitive max out. He came close, Ben, back in, I think, round 3. He was so close. Early shift there for him. He was 1 Tetris away, and then he misdropped a long bar, and that was the problem. Kim says they topped out at 744, 673, and Alex is going to top out at 735, 900. Oh.
Oh, no. That's a tough situation.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he kind of was in the dark there, not knowing. So it's like you kind of ramp up the aggression, saying, okay, if he's still alive, I got to keep playing. But we'll take the word for it. Crafty Kim's in the house. She's the referee. She knows. She sees it. She says, replay. You want to replay.
Oh, yeah. The wives will never lie for the husbands.
Of course.
I can speak for this. My perspective. Mary would happily see me lose.
She would already give the L immediately.
Oh, definitely.
All right, so Kim is calling for a replay. Well, I'll leave it up. Well, first of all, we'll make sure that the internet situation is okay, because we hope that is resolved.
I mean, if Kim says replay and we say she's well, I shouldn't have any say because I'm just here to look good. Can't even see me.
That's right.
Sounds smooth.
Sound smooth and make me look good, because make me look like a genius. I'm bringing the icon of Classic Tetris here. So.
You know what I'm really looking forward to in Portland? If I don't bother with qualification, I don't have to stand in line for hours.
Well,
and I could just talk to people and have fun.
Well, that's the beauty of the qualifying system these days now, Ben, is that that's been changed as of last, the last couple of years online. There's been that 2-hour type of qualifier where you just sit there and you play 2 hours consistently. Well, they did that live last year as well. So you sign up for a block of time, you play for 2 hours, and then you do whatever you want after that. You don't have to hang around in line. You go and chit chat. You can go actually explore the retro expo. Imagine, right? Imagine being able to see the expo itself.
Well, now that is interesting. And I would almost do it. The only reason I wouldn't want to, though, is maybe I almost kind of don't want to clog up the line if people with a better chance than me couldn't get in. I don't know if that's even a problem.
I mean, you should get a VIP pass regardless, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know. It's in a way, it's almost like letting Roger Bannister still run in elite meets.
Well, Higgins in the chat here is asking, curious if there are any other retro games at the Expo Ben would want to play. That's a good question.
Any other retro games? Oh gosh, I'm super into. Well, I'm into Dr. Mario. That's a really competitive scene in of itself. But I'd like to play people in that. Just go to a Nintendo and play people in it. The only other games I'd love to play Contra with somebody, like Super C.
Oh wow!
I would love to play Mario 3, Mario 1. Those are kind of my jam.
Have you ever tried doing the speed run for Mario? I know that's a big thing.
Yeah, I have. For Mario 1, I think the best I've done is like 5:25.
That's pretty good.
That's not using any really. That's like as good as you can do roughly without any really good tricks. Like just with normal good speed. And I've done some speed running on Mario 3, but I only do it like level by level. So I watch good speedrunners in their whole game things, and then I just try to produce what they do on one level at a time. It's so hard.
It is very hard. I mean, the game of itself is hard to beat in the first place. So
yeah. Look at Alex go. He doesn't even need to see things.
No. I mean, that's why he's a Tetris Grandmaster. Ben, you ever figure out that maybe that would be a great skill to have in life? And there we go. We got Jeff back in. The internet is returned, so that's excellent news. Kim, of course, doing technician work. Wonderful job. Thank you, Kim. And then he's the score confirmed, 744-673. So we have it. Right now, there it is, Ben. It is confirmed. So that is a good win for.
Does seem pretty confirmed, yeah.
Yep. Score speaks, as they always say.
Oh, Cultress 3? Is that what C3 means?
No, they're talking about the seed where we moved to C3. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Jeff says a replay is fine by me. Alex says I'm good either way. So it sounds like they want to replay. And I don't know about you, Ben, but I mean I'm free all night long. Why not?
I'm free all night long, baby. And you seem to be the ultimate arbiter. So I think if you want to do it, we do it.
All right, so we will do a replay of game number 2. That one was a good one. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see the ending on Jeff's side. Alex kind of almost beat that score, but we'll do a replay. Why not? We'll do a replay. Vince has got a lot of editing to do for this one, I'll tell you. It's got a lot of editing.
See, I know this look on Alex's face. This is when he tastes blood.
Oh boy.
Now he's thirsty, and he's moving in for the kill. I think this is his game.
And we should confirm that the seeds are implemented. I'm going to just double check that. Ben, you'll see that on your screen. C301B, C301B, they both have the correct sequence implemented, so we can go ahead. Ben, please, once again, game number 2. Count it down.
3, a 2, a 1, Tetris. Oh, I should speak to actually Reed's question, because that's a really good one. Have Alex and Ben ever played?
Oh, look at that. Reed is stealing my thunder. Apparently, it's producer Reed now, because that's exactly what I was going to segue into since you mentioned that. But yes, please, let us know. History-wise, have you and Alex tangled?
So here's a fun fact about getting older. This probably has nothing to do with age, but I have no idea. I don't remember. Do you know? I'm sure they write this down somewhere.
Well, yes, there is some historical data to supplement if that has ever happened before. But off of the top of my head, not that I recall.
Okay.
I would imagine, let's see, I believe your best finish was a top 8 back in 2013, based on historical data.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And Alex had gone to the finals back in 2011 and 2017. So 2011, I don't really have much data on it, did not check that out. But I recently did watch the 2017 World Championships, and unfortunately, that was the historical moment that you did the Mullen, where you and Yanni had that tremendous game number 1.
Oh yeah.
And you nearly maxed out. You were nearly the first player to max out in competitive Tetris.
Barrett says Alex, Ben, and Jeff played on the same sleep timer COT. I remember that sleep timer. That's pretty funny.
Now, what year was that?
That must have been one of the, not the last year that we were in person, but the year before that, maybe.
So about 2018?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think we could call 2018 the last gasp of DAS.
And Alex was nodding his head yes, so it sounds like 2018 is confirmed on his end.
Yeah.
But definitely someone, we got a researcher in the house. Where's Marfram? That'd be very helpful if Marfram's around. I can confirm if Alex and Ben have ever tangled. Listen, if not, I mean, we could always set that up, right, Ben? I mean, why not?
We probably have in some capacity. I certainly would. Let's say Alex, and I don't want to hope this upon him because I want him to do better than I did. But what if he got the same score against Jeff as I did?
Oh.
Then me and him have to break a tie, right?
That is correct. One game to decide it all. Let's go.
A single 19 game.
Both
die immediately or something.
Well, let me ask this. I know that was something that was on your bucket list. Let me give a score check to players first before we continue. 69 lines. Hey now, 294 for Jeff. He's on excellent place. 248 for Alex. Out of touches to go to 271. Very good start for these players here, Ben. It's a nice halfway goal right now. We're looking at definitely some 500K transitions. A very dirty Tetris there from Alex as well. 296 for him, 320 for Jeff, and Jeff's gonna open up the right side. So,
Jeff's wells just make me feel nervous right now. He keeps having those things just look kind of.
Oh,
I'm sure he'll be fine. Why do I say things? Oh, but Alex. Okay. It's the one I'm not looking at all the time.
There you go.
Oh, Alex tops out at 297.
So there you go.
Worried for Jeff.
When we're talking about a replay of that game, well, there you go. The result ended up being the same. Jeff will take game number 2 regardless, and tough break for Alex. So GG's there. We will go back and give Jeff his point. So he's up 2-0 now in this series.
What's the record so far? Oh, for the overall between the two? I bet Kingsman has that up in front of him.
I certainly do. As players are about to get ready, go ahead and count it down, Ben, and I'll give the answer right after that.
A 3, a 2, a 1, and a Tetris!
And for those that can see here at the bottom of the lower third, it says round 5 games, 37-45 are playing. Jeff leads the series 23-13 in games played, but overall, when we're talking about sets now, where you add that little wrinkle, they're tied 2-2 in sets. Alex won round number 1 and 4. Jeff has won rounds 2 and 3.
The games played score makes the match between me and Alex almost seem mathematically possible.
Oh, it certainly could. That was a very aggressive J-tuck from Alex at the top there.
Yeah, he's not. Ooh, oh gosh.
And he's gonna hang the Z piece. That'll do it. He's like wondering what was that piece sequence. A very aggressive J-tuck from him at the top. I was surprised he did that. Would have thought maybe he would.
Well, but you can be a little crazy beneath 100,000, and I think that's
true.
You might as well have a good score rate early.
And they did not remind players to increment, but they did increment the seat anyway.
That's true. I never intend to do that either, Alex. It is.
It's kind of an impulse buy there, I would say. Just waiting too hard on a bar. That's the one unfortunate thing that we have to wait for in this game, Ben, right, is that long bar timing just doesn't seem it ever comes when you need it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to redo game number 3. Go ahead and, Ben, count them down.
In 3, 2, 1, redo game 3.
Yeah, I think they're doing their best here to honor you, Ben, because there's been a number of top outs. Usually these guys only have like one top out in their series. This is like the third one.
Oh, they're trying to play a little bit more like Ben and Louie style.
Yes, correct.
Like just not very well. I'm kidding. Some of these games have been played very well. Okay, since I'm here and I've been around the scene since its early days, let me just tell you guys a story about the very early days. So when they were filming Ecstasy of Order, the cameraman for that is a guy named, what's his name? Dang it, I don't know. I don't remember. But he came and filmed me at the Midwest Tetris Classic, and I did end up winning that, but I played horribly. Dan Billups, thank you, Dan Billups. Dan Billups and me at that tournament that I did not deserve to win, adopted this tradition that we do where we stare into each other's eyes for 5 straight minutes. And you'll see us doing this at drunken Tetris parties sometimes. And it's called the eye contact max out.
Now, how many max outs do you have in that?
It's probably 4 every time that we successfully gotten together. Okay, so I was about to say that Jeff is in a little trouble, but as soon as I say anything, it becomes untrue. That's how Tetris works.
Well, that's how Jeff works, because I mean, as you know, it just he gets into trouble, finds a way to get out, and here he is. He's back at the bottom, nice and safe. 145 for Jeff, 155 for Alex. And he'll get a Tetris to go to 179.
I saw Kim in the background there.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's hustling.
I've also seen their son, and I'll point out that Mullens have purchased at least 2 of their books and read them pretty often.
Absolutely.
Oscar does love them.
Trash Day is tomorrow, and Trash Day is here. It's a perfect.
Trash Day is here.
It's a perfect book, honestly. My daughter got a signed copy from Kim. That was very nice of her to do that. And when she got it, she's like, "Wow, Daddy, I like this book." So I implore anybody with looking for gifts for children, and you're looking for children's literature. That's a good one. It's available in the Amazon store. I'm still thinking we used to promote that heavily here. And probably we'll bring that one back.
I think our copy is signed as well. It's
excellent.
It's an heirloom now. It's a Tetris heirloom.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for the trilogy of that one. Trash Day is next week or whatever.
It's not Trash Day anymore. I think the third one. Okay, a score update. Why not? 271 versus 278. Roughly tied. I won't say the thing.
Oh, of course.
That people say I wouldn't dare. Although these are the two most famous examples of necks, aren't they?
They are. In fact, it's again. But you're a really great co-commentator because you slide into segues wonderfully. Because when a match like this is pretty close, we throw out a neck alert. As you can see right there, those are the two most famous necks in Classic Tetris history.
Yeah, they're the ones that get used. Oh, Alex just needs that long bar. Oh, good buddy.
And that's going to be a hangarang there. 286 for Alex. Cannot go any further. He would have loved the J because he had the J dependency there, but neither that nor the long bar appear, and that'll do it for him. Jeff at 387, you are going to be good. Take key number 3.
He had great patience, and he deserved some piece that fit down that hole. But didn't get it. That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Much as it's been unfortunate that on the lower third I've not put your Twitch handle in the commentary section. That is my fault. Imagine me being prepared. I'm here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the icon of Classic Tetris. It is Ben frickin' Mullen. That's his Twitch handle there, Ben Mullen 297. Whenever he streams, you can catch him there. Best thing to do is just keep notifications on, because then you'll know when he's live.
Yeah, and it's pretty rare, so I mean, if you see me, you might as well come say hi.
Alright, so next seed is F6 players. I'm sure you've already done that. They are on top of the incrementation. I'm lagging behind on that. That's my fault.
So they both have the Tetris gym. Is that what allows them to do this?
They are using a cartridge here that will allow them to use the same pieces, yes. Of course, in some legal form or fashion. But yeah.
Oh, definitely. And a 3-2-1 Tetris, by the way.
Of course, thank you.
And Invictus Rage, yes, it is over a number of weeks. So it's kind of like the chess championship, like the world chess championship. You play some, you come back, you play some more. Bidwell always has these great major sports analogies, but the only sports I follow are like competitive running, chess, tennis. So you're getting those things from me.
Well, Bidwell only remembers baseball stuff, so it's okay. Now let me ask you, when Louis proposed this type of format in preparation for training at the CTWC 2020 online, like what was your opinion first and foremost, or 2021, excuse me, 2021 online? What was your like first initial reaction to like him proposing this?
Oh yeah, so I want to give you a really honest answer to this, but then I'll follow it up with saying a lot of really nice things about it too.
Oh, of course.
Because my initial reaction to the thought of having to play 10 weeks worth of stuff was, oh, screw this, please get me out of this. But as time progressed, I really loved it, and I appreciated Louis for forcing me to come back to the game. And I still appreciate him for making me do that. My initial thought was, oh my god, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, because it kind of seemed like, it is daunting, right? When you hear that you're playing 99 games, over a certain amount, whether it's the 11-week course that we've taken here or any other way, it's still a daunting task. It's a lot to ask for somebody to do, especially, for players like yourself that's not playing as frequently as some of the younger players are these days. But it seemed like as weeks progressed, you started to enjoy it, especially when you're beating him. That's probably the best part. But I felt like in the second season, definitely you enjoyed it because you got to play with Jeff and kind of test your mic along the way and see, where do you rank up with someone of that caliber.
Oh yeah, well the thing I mean I loved playing against Jeff, but it was also terrifying because I was worried would go into this and it would be 99-0 or something. And I got that lucky night on that first night, and I thought, thank God, that's enough buffer to get me through like 3 weeks, roughly even.
Well, about 2.5, right?
Yeah, it only lasted about 2.5.
Because after that, Jeff never looked back. That was the end for you. But I mean, honestly, again, it was a lot of fun. It seemed like you did enjoy it. It wasn't more of a chore or a grind, really. It just seemed that it was something like this is fun and kind of get you back into why you enjoyed it. Do you think that part of that training would have helped you if you had gone to CTWC in 2022? That maybe part of that training would have paid off in qualifying. Do you think you would have been prepared to go into it?
Oh, I don't know if it would have paid off in qualifying, because like head-to-heads are a little different than qualifying, I think. Just in terms of the fact that you kind of go for the highest possible score in qualifying versus just trying to beat the guy in this. But it would have made me stronger in head-to-heads for sure. And also against Louis. Louis kind of an interesting player because he will have higher highs than me, but a lower average. At least at the time. I think he's actually stronger than me now because he's been playing consistently.
He has.
The two guys are kind of interesting ways to try to have the best strategy I can in playing against people of different in different brackets, basically. So with Jeff, I was like, how do I play effectively against the guy who's just objectively better than me? And so I tried to get a strategy that worked, and it got me 33 games. So whatever.
They did. So that's something to be proud of. At least you got a third of the games, and not a lot of people could say that against that man on the left. He has proven time and again that he can still play at the elite caliber. He got into the gold bracket there, even though he lost in the first round. Still, it was great to see. And what's great to see is that we got a score. We got a transition coming up. Jeff certainly would not have loved to transition with this board. 492. He's got work to do to get out of this. Alex has 15 more lines to play. He's slow and steady wins the race. 455 for him.
Yeah, if Jeff can survive this, it looks like he will probably survive this.
Bring that board back down. Could potentially play off of this row, but it looks like he's just going to clean it up here, Ben.
Yeah, I would say just cleaning it up is the right maneuver.
Well, the piece sequence coming in is not conducive to the board that he's built. Keeping it low, playing it as best he can. 514 for Jeff. Alex has transitioned now at 510. So it is a neck and neck game here, Ben. They are pretty tight.
It is neck and neck. Alex is really up ultimately score-wise, but he does have a little problem now. If he gets the right pieces, he could solve it.
No, too many early shifts there for him. He's definitely having some struggles on the 19th play tonight. So Ben can attest. He knows how that feels against the man on the left. 597 for Jeff. Does it again. Stays alive, and will take game number 4.
Yeah, it's a hard-fought game. When you think about what mullening really is, ultimately it's probably misshifting pieces.
So should we rephrase recoin the phrase mullening now? Is that we should shift that over?
Don't turn my name into just misdropping.
Oh my word. All right, moving on. We go to A7 players. A7 will be the new seed, and looks like they have that already. I'm going to pin that just for reference.
I'm mulling every game. Amen to that.
Amen to that. All right. Ben, we're about to hit the halfway marker finally, so if you don't mind counting them for game number 5.
3, a 2, a 1. Tetris.
Oh, sorry. No, I apologize. You're right. 1. Yes, sorry. 1-5. I hope Jeff didn't screw that up. Let me see. I might have made a mistake there. 1-5. Where were we at? F plus 1 equals 0. Oh my god. I don't even know my own hexadecimals anymore. 0-7. Alex is right. 0-7. Yes.
Whenever you need help with hexadecimals, it's just good to have Alex around.
Yeah, thank God. I'm clearly not paying attention. We had F6, and he's right. It's 0-7. F6 followed by 0-7. Yes, we're turning around here. Oh, what a goof king. Yeah, we'll play 0-7. We will play 0-7. It's fine. Apologies to players. All right, go ahead, Ben. We'll redo game number 5, please. Thank you.
All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You know, one thing that young players might not know the experience of, that an old person like me can tell them about, is what it feels like to get bad at Tetris again and then get good at Tetris again. Because all they've ever done is get better and better and better.
Right.
They're too young to just get worse for a while. And so where I'm leading to with this is that every time I sit back down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get good at Tetris again, I go through this experience where I play the game and I'm like, man, this game is hard. Because it is. It's really hard. But that's what makes it fun. And then after like 2 weeks of playing, I'll be watching myself play, and like I'll have a good session or something, and I make good piece placements, and I'll be like, I'm really good at this. And then something will convince me the game is hard again. But these are just the emotions I go through while I get back in shape over and over.
Much like the emotions that Alex has just endured from that early top out. He was like, ugh, no bueno.
Thank goodness it was 68,000.
If only it was 69,000, that would have been a much nicer number. See, Alex deep inside really wanted to play seed number 18. So he kind of just did that on purpose. He's like, no, we don't want to play 0-7. Let's play 1-8, please.
Yeah, I had a feeling that one probably had a lot of droughts in it.
Oh, Alex says he was liking 0-7. Oh, apologies. I don't know. The outcome did not fit the means then. Ben, please count him down again for game number 5 a third time.
3, 2, 1, and Tetris. I don't know a cool thing to say anymore. Tetris has to do it.
Oh, I mean, you could always say it maybe in a different language, right? I mean, Japanese, that's kind of a big thing, right? They say Tetrisu.
Oh, Tetrisu?
Tetrisu, yeah. That's Chris Tang's favorite when he's kind of honoring Corion.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, we're off and away, and they're both playing perfectly so far. They should just commentate every minor error. And Jeff, the first tiniest of errors, has to burn anything at all. That's not very fun.
No, I don't know if you want to try to stick a craw in him, and be like, oh, I'm going to point out your errors since you whooped me 66 times, and I only beat you 33, so I'm going to point out all your flaws and inaccuracies. But
it's a dangerous game.
Oh my word! You know what else is a dangerous game? I'm sorry, but yeah, whatever. It's one thing I did want to ask here. People didn't ask in the chat, but I know you were kind of PB hunting. You were mentioning about feeling good about getting better at this game, and I know for a while you were on the quest of trying to get that 19 max. Have you been able to do it yet?
Oh, I was on the quest for that, and then I was just like, nah. And you'll know if I'm playing actively, because I actually stream every time I play ever. So the fact that I haven't streamed in like a year means I basically haven't played in like a year.
Well, there you go. That confirms it. The last Ben Mullen appearance. Actually, we did bring you back not too long ago. It was several months, but I think it was back in around February, March, I believe. We had you play Tugi in a match. I remember that. Had him stay up late.
True?
It is true. Yeah, we wanted to pit you, the icon, against a DAS player of that caliber. So
I thought that fell apart and it ended up having to be like all Tessie.
no, you did play that match. You did.
Did he crush me?
You played very well in game number 1, and then he crushed you the next 2. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I blocked it out. Because, yeah, I think I do remember that now. That Tugi's a beast.
Yeah. If you like, I probably have the VOD. I can send that to you so you can rewatch the.
Oh, let's not relive that.
Alex hoping not to relive any early top out. He is trying to keep this board under control. Got to get a nice Tetris on row 2. 291 for Alex, 357 for Jeff. Jeff looking mesmerized at the pieces.
Jeff's score rate is quite high. It's early though, and Alex is doing well as well, actually. So it could be a good game.
No, I would imagine this is a pretty good seed for both players. As Jeff is a 425 through 85 lines, he could potentially hit 500k at 100 there. Ben, what is, if you can recall, what is your highest transition score moving into 19?
Oh, I don't have a super high one, and I don't remember perfectly well, but I think it's like 672 or something.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's the best I've ever done.
Well, well, of course, when you put it that way, yeah, absolutely. But no, considering that, like, when we talk about rollers and tappers and things like that, not many of them can say that they've had scores like that. So that is impressive.
Oh yeah, because rolling and tapping don't really affect level 18, at least not that much. It does a little, of course, but you can do transitions just about as well on DAS as anything, I think.
I'll explain with the center well, a la Quaid. 416 for him, 545 for Jeff. This is Jeff in beast mode here, Ben. This is something special happening.
This is where Jeff gets scary, and he gets that face. He becomes a Tetris piece. It's just... I still feel like Alex has got the taste of blood. And one never knows what could happen.
Well, certainly.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Doc Pi 314. Hello.
Of course. There we go. 620 transition for Jeff. He is looking to go to Max Out City and beyond. Alex trying to survive. He's got the lines to do it. Good burn here with T-piece with a double. Gonna try to wait for an L or the J. And I'll open up that center well again. Center wells, Ben, in your opinion, dangerous or necessary when needed?
They're not the perfect thing to do, but necessary when needed for sure. It can be pretty stable, and they're the right thing to do if the pieces want you to do them.
Ooh, a little bit of a hangarang there for Jeff. It's gonna be tough to see what he can do on that left side. He would really need to get a quick tap over. He does not try it, and he tried to quick tap the J, and that special game that he had, 620 transition, turns into a 641 top out, Ben. Oh my word.
All right. So we got our first chase down coming at us. Ooh. That's a bit of a chase downer.
Well said there.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
Just got kind of rough pieces going right into the chase down.
Yeah, top break there for Alex. His finish at 514. Jeff 641. His 620 transition was more than enough. He didn't have to play 19 in that regard, so he will take it. And Ben, with that game win for Jeff, will confirm that he has won the night. He has 5 in his pocket, and 5-0 confirms it. So GG's there. Players, what we're going to do, Ben, we didn't do this with you last season, but we're doing that this season. We're going to take a 2-minute break. So players, if you'd like to rehydrate, use the restroom, do your fingers, as Alexei Pajanov once said to players. Please take the time to take a 2-minute break and do so, because we're also going to take an ad break for those that are here. I'm gonna just put the seed in. Will be 29. Will be the seed, so players can get that set up if they have not done so already. And yeah, we're gonna go into an ad break. So for those of you that are watching, thank you for watching the Best of 99 round number 5 with Jeff and Alex. And if you'd like to avoid getting ads, please hit the subscribe button. Ben will tell you those emotes in here, they're great, including that one that you have, Ben, the one with your face going, and it spins around like crazy. I'm sure Barrett is here. He'll probably put that in the chat momentarily.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's how I feel when I play Tetris too.
Your head just rotates and spins around like that as you're placing the blocks.
Yeah, it's a spinning Ben face.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's me, all right.
There you go, Barrett, right on the ball. Thank you very much. So we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, but if you'd like to hang out, subscribe, so that way you can avoid the ads and get all those lovely emotes. It's only $4.99 if you buy it on desktop, $5.99 on mobile devices, and whatever rate internationally if you're a degenerate staying up late. And in the meantime, while that is going on, I have, of course, the icon Ben Mullen. So Ben, during this ad break, just for those subscribers here that are listening, we're going to honor them. They're going to get a little bonus scene with you here. As the ad break runs, I would love for you to tell a story. And the story is, how were you approached by, whether it was Vince or Adam or whoever, to be a part of the great documentary, The Ecstasy of Order? And I think that's a great story to tell. For those of you that are subscribers, that is super bonus content. So go ahead, take it away, Ben.
Well, this was in the before times in a lot of ways, because Twitch didn't exist yet. Even way back then, YouTube barely existed. So, but YouTube did exist. So, I had just discovered people on YouTube who were uploading things. Like Jonas had some stuff out there, Harry had stuff out there, and it was sort of through the King of Kong movie that I discovered the existence of Twin Galaxies. And so I looked at Twin Galaxies and I said, okay, what's an easy record? No, I'm sorry. I learned about the movie first, and I said, I want to get in that movie. And they said, okay, anyone with a world record can get in the movie. So I looked at Twin Galaxies and I said, what's the easiest record to take? And it looked like the Lines record. So I took the Lines record. And that got me in the movie. As soon as I got the Lines record, I think it was Robin or someone. I might have reached out to them first. I'm like, I want to be in your movie. And they said, okay. And the rest was history.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why people will sometimes say I had the Lines record and ask if I even want to try for it anymore, but I really don't. I never cared much about it.
Well, good luck at trying to get the Lines record now, because
I think I'll pass.
you'll need to. Yeah, well, we don't want to go there.
It was when I took it, I got it with 295s.
There you go.
So,
and that was from a level. Was that a level 9 start?
Yes, it had to be because of just to make it 295, because they wouldn't recognize 235 as the equivalent of it.
Gotcha.
Which I thought was stupid, but get the logic of it too, I guess.
Well, there you go. So for those that had the subscription, you got to hear that fantastic story of Ben and how he got recruited to be a part of the Ecstasy of Order. So if you didn't have it, well, you're just gonna have to go back and watch the VOD and look for that point here. So we are through our break. Players are ready to go. It is time for the second half of this Best of 99 to begin. Ben, please, the honors are yours. Game number 6. Count them down.
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
I like that. That was nice. That was kind of a little ASMR version of Tetris. So
Yeah,
I think that was good.
yeah.
Make that your own thing.
That's what I'll do in a new wave style.
Oh, wow. Do the kids even know about that? New wave?
No. Young children, new wave is something that came out in the 80s. It was great. To some extent, whenever I stream, it's half music education for young people. So I'll play some new wave next time I actually do stream. You can stop by and hear some flock of seagulls and stuff.
We love it. As you can see, that's Ben's Twitch channel right at the bottom. Ben Mullen 297. So whenever you stream, please go give him a follow. How can you not be following the icon of Classic Tetris? I mean, that's ridiculous if you're not doing that. So you should head on over there, open another window, go hit the follow button, hit that notification so when you know he actually streams, then you can check out his new wave music. Flock of Seagulls actually was a really fun band. You ever have your hair done that way, like the lead singer?
No, I haven't. It's a pretty iconic hairdo, though.
It is.
It looks like man is an actual seagull.
It's very synonymous with the 1980s and the fashion era back then. So it's timeless. Like you see that type of hair and you know I'm in the 80s. And speaking about the 80s, what were some other games, Ben, that you were playing back then? Obviously, Tetris clearly was on tops of your list. But what were some of the other games? I mean, you mentioned some games you like to play at the retro gaming, were the Super Mario Brothers series, the Contra, and things like that. But were there any other games you probably spent hours upon hours playing?
Oh God, when we were young, we would play all kinds of things. Let me list a few. We got into Fester's Quest for a while.
Oh my God!
Ever play Fester's Quest?
Oh, well, I've seen Fester's Quest on.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, Angry Video Game.
I don't know why we got into that.
I'll tell you otherwise too. It's like oof.
Most of the Zeldas we played a lot of, especially the side-scrolling one. That was the Adventures of Link or something.
Yes.
That was a good game. I don't think it was the most beloved version, but we got really into that when I was young. River City Ransom. Got
wow.
really into.
Yeah.
Yeah, really just the classics. Punch Out. Everybody got into Punch Out.
Of course. Now, are you talking about the regular Punch Out or the Mike Tyson Punch Out?
I think we only had regular.
See, because that's the funny. Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop there for Alex. Maybe he got a little flabbergasted that you've not played Mike Tyson's Punch Out. And he's going to top out here. That is a major suffer game from out. You can see right there. Score check was 112 for him, and Jeff was just destroying it again, 332. And,
yeah, Jeff's score rate was pretty off the charts.
Yeah, it's becoming a tough night here for Alex. He is down 6-0. Ben will be in Alex's corner. He knows how that feels, man. It's a tough one.
I think Alex is going to want me to never commentate again. And Jeff's going to want me to only commentate.
I'm going to have to bring you in for every Jeff game going forward.
It's the commentator's curse. Alex hearts me, though. That's good. Now, I have seen, because Alex has been around a long time, I've seen him be the Grim Reaper on so many occasions and destroy so many people. I don't know how many finals he got to. Is it 3? Something crazy.
Yeah, so he got to 2 finals, which we can talk about that after we count it down. Go ahead, Ben. Give him a call for game number 7. We are 2/3 done.
Oh, yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and of course, Tetris.
So, yes, Alex did make to the finals twice in 2011 and 2017.
That's huge, but I think it's even, in a way, it's even better than that, because I think he's like semifinals.
He has,
really
yes.
often.
Yes.
And that was never me.
I believe in 2015, he had made the semifinal. Was it 2015 or 2016? I believe it was one of those. Oh, Jeff. What's going on over here?
Oh, yeah. Do you see, Jeff knows how to lose, though. He just does it early. He might not lose, though, actually. Will probably not even lose. I shouldn't say that.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah, he will. Okay.
Ben committing his first commentator's curse in his career. Thank you very much for doing that. 6,000 points for Jeff. I've never seen him get that little, ever. Which means that we're going to redo that one, of course, Ben. That will be a redo. So 4B players will be the new seed. I'm trying to make sure I do that. And Alex started perfect, so I'm sorry about that, of course. Well, Alex, make sure you keep that seed in your back pocket. You can try and test that one out. And Ben, you won't be able to hear this, but the crowd will be able to hear it. We have sound bites, just like any good comedy show would have. We have sound bites and sound clips for the audience to hear. And whenever there's a very bad early top out, just like Jeff did, we give them a sound bite like this one. Oh no, I'm going to let it go, man. It's going to come out. Oh no, Kingsman. Good old Martz letting him know that was a very bad game. Ben, go ahead. Count them down. We'll redo game number 7.
And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And it's true, I did hear silence because I'm on this phone call type thing. And what's funny about that is, you know how people say you always hear crickets, but I'm in my outer room and I literally heard crickets.
Wow.
Right now, which is kind of fun.
So you see, Ben's kind of getting the inner workings of how these streams go, where he's not hearing all the bells and whistles. He didn't get to hear the sound clip there. I'm sure he'll watch the VOD and he'll laugh when he hears that one. And of course, you're not hearing the music background, right? That's the audience is hearing that perfectly.
Oh yeah, you've got a nice smooth music background.
Oh yeah, you'll like this one. It's very nice and smooth and up tempo when it needs to be. So it's very good stuff. Yeah. Give a shout out to White Bat Audio. That's the where the king gets his music, because they are providing copyright and royalty-free music, which is very important these days.
Very important.
Right, when nobody wants to be DMCA'd on these channels, so we appreciate the White Bat Audio for providing the background tunes that you hear this evening, and for most of our friendlies events.
Well, they're both off to good starts. I can't complain.
And shockingly, Jeff is not that far ahead in the line count. It's actually within reason to Alex here. Alex is going to make a very nice cheeky burn on the right side there. It's going to have a lumbar dependency. We'll see how that gets resolved. We use a J over there.
What I would like to see in this game is going the distance. That's what I'd like to see.
I think we would love to see
You'd always like to see that.
Yeah, in fact, we had in our opening round, when we kicked things off a couple of months ago, we had some statistics that we brought out to kind of cover a lot of different annals of the Best of 99 series. And one of the things that we brought out was like the highest score in a game for players. So in season 2, your best score was a very high 900. It was like a 950, 960, like near max out in a match with Jeff. And Jeff's gonna top out. My God.
Oh. Okay, so we have a chase down.
All right. 221, 365. Yeah, 221, 365 is Jeff's final score. So Alex, 222.
That was not the distance, but it was a distance.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like me having a 950. It just sounds like the kind of frustrating, I wish I would max out sort of game.
Yeah, and the funny thing was that we brought that stat up, and you actually had lost the game. You didn't even win. You didn't even win the 900K game. Jeff ended up having a near max out. He had like a 970, 980. You couldn't.
Believe it or not, my memory is terrible, but I distinctly remember that and will never forgive Jeff. Yeah, I remember that game because I remember thinking, what the heck do I gotta do to beat this guy?
And confirm, Alex, you are good right now. You've been able to beat Jeff, so no sweep. That's a good thing to see, right, Ben? No sweep tonight. Alex, you are good.
Yeah, we don't want to sweep.
Yeah, no sweep in Brooklyn tonight, or in Vegas, to be honest. So, nice job. Alex is on the board, finally. Give him a point there. So, it's 6-1 on the evening. It's just been kind of a brutal seed here. We've had a couple of good transition games, but certainly, as Ben has mentioned, not going the distance. We're going to go to 5C players. 5C. Apologies for not getting it in there quickly. They are ready to go. Ben, we have now reached game number 8. So we're almost done. If I can get the cursor to work.
Yeah.
Please count them down for
well.
the 8th one.
And 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Oh, sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to interrupt, but oh man, this is how. See, this is what I like. This is what I like. You may not have noticed, but the opener that Alex did Oh my god, this is how you know he's paying attention to what the kids are doing these days. He opened with what we call a 5 and below. Are you familiar with that move?
And no. What does it mean?
Oh. It means Club Zero now for Alex. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that Alex's inaugural Club Zero?
I don't know. I hope that's not the case. Alex can confirm. Should have pushed for a point. Alex, you got to confirm if this is the first time you've made Club Zero. We've made history potentially. Oh my god.
It's a nice way to come off a win. It's to Club Zero right afterwards.
Oh my god, I think that's his first Club Zero. He says he got a 0 in no next box, but yeah, that doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Ben, you have just witnessed history in the making. Grandmaster Alex Kerr, 0
Inspired.
points in the game.
Inspired.
We'll go to 6D. We will replay this one again. I feel bad for Vince. Vince, you got a lot of editing to do tonight. Oh my god. When he gets back from Phoenix, this is a heavily edited version of this series, so good luck to you, sir. All right. Wow. But I'll go back to our 5 below situation in a second. Counting down, take number 3, I think, for game 8. Ben, on your side?
Yeah. Take number 3 and 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
All right, so let's and he didn't learn his lesson. All right, he's gonna get the burn here. He didn't learn. It did not push down. Like Ben, first of all, have you ever Club Zeroed? Let's
I
get
believe I have.
All right.
Yeah.
So, in a competitive game, or just like just you playing? For
I think
fun?
I did it in the best of 99, but of course, my memory could be faulty.
Yeah, I don't recall if I captured that, but let's see if Alex.
Louis would remember.
He would actually. He was a very good score taker and data manager, so I give him credit for that. But going back to the 5 and below that was done in the previous game that doesn't count anymore. So the 5 and below is basically a move that a lot of the younger players like to do as an accommodation to board state. Is where you open with a J in a square, and what they do is they rotate the J so that it's standing up on its top end. Where there you create that kind of a square tuck situation, and then you tuck the square underneath that, and they have dubbed it a 5 and below to kind of tie into the store. I'm sure you're familiar with the 5 below.
Oh, the 5 below. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And this is considered the right thing to do these days?
Well, there is some debate on having it done as an opening move. Some people feel that shouldn't be done as an opener when you get that as the first 2 initial pieces, but in certain situations you can see a lot of top players, they do that to maintain board status. They usually would push that over to the left side like Alex did, and you push that over to the left side of the board and then have that square tuck, because the way it fits, it slopes perfectly and then allows you to fit in several pieces after that.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't really have any complaints about the board state that leaves you with, so it's good. The only reason that I would avoid it is that I am prone to misdropping, and I can see myself just not successfully tugging the piece.
That may happen at times, yes. There's been some people that have mistucked that.
Yeah. So I'm always a believer that you have to play not only the game, but also to your own strengths and away from your own weaknesses. So I would avoid that for that reason alone.
Gotcha. Has there been
But
any...
I would embrace it if it needed to happen, I suppose.
Yeah, and I was going to say, has there been any type of maneuver that you've kind of adopted as far as maybe like an adjustment like that? Like people talk about obviously 5 below, or a Corian thing, which is where it's a J adjustment or L adjustment that allows for the J or L if it comes after that. And there's obviously maybe spin tucks and things like that. Has there been anything that you added to your repertoire that you would say benefits you, or just particularly just play a straight game?
Everything I've added to my repertoire benefits me. And I mean, I learn moves from the old masters and from the young kids alike that are great. And it's hard to incorporate new moves just because you have to sort of see them develop. But when I do them, they help me, and it's nice. It's very satisfying incorporating new moves. But I feel like kind of the arc of my gameplay is I'll play not so good, and then I'll have these moments where I'm playing actually pretty good, and that's when I can incorporate the new moves.
A lot of people would love to see you implement those moves sometime soon. Meanwhile, Jeff, aggressive tuck again here at the top. He's going to try to fill out that left side because he knows the center is getting a little too risky-bisky. He's going to be cautious about that. L is going to come in perfectly for that triple. And just like that, Jeff is starting to get safe. He's at 451, Alex at 411.
Yeah, so this game seems pretty neck and neck so far. And this is a game that has going the distance written all over it, I think.
We're going to hope that Ben is not commentating curse here. He's getting his chops in.
I'm going to reverse the commentating curse concept and make it into a commentating prophecy.
Well, you'll look like a genius if we can make it happen. Tetris in for Jeff. He's at 507. Alex at 503. As Ben mentioned, this is a neck-and-neck game. The line's certainly in favor of Alex as he's behind by quite a bit. But we can still get a neck alert out here as Jeff has transitioned.
I walked into someone's stream once, or clicked into it, and said, I think you're going to PR this game. And then they did.
Wow.
So I think that one can just speak an idea into existence sometimes, instead of being a curse. And I've just got a feeling. And certainly a great score rate here from Jeff. This could be something pretty nice.
Yeah, same for
Until
Alex.
the kids have gone to bed.
Yeah, Alex has done very well. He too is in better shape. He is actually going to get a better transition than Jeff, but the question is, can he get the right piece? That J is going to be tremendous. Fortunately, the well got covered up.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Oh, whew.
Yeah, I was waiting for Ben to see that. There you go. Alex, skin of his teeth, is staying alive. 589 for Alex, 637 for Jeff. So now we got ourselves a game here, Ben. I think this is one that people have been waiting for all night long.
Yeah, this is the one.
$623 for Alex, 668 for Jeff. Jeff is ahead by 2 levels, so certainly Alex has the advantage, and this board is starting to get spicy here, Ben, for Jeff.
Ooh, Jeff's does look a little spicy. Alex just looks unstoppable. He has ground to make up, though. He's got to work on that. He should probably Mullen this.
I would agree.
You know, just to speak that into existence.
I would agree. As Jeff has topped out at 669. Hey now, Alex, 670 will win you the game, but as Ben has told you heard it from the man himself. The icon told you, Mullen this out. Just play it.
I mean, if Mullen tells you to Mullen, how can you not Mullen?
I mean, clearly. I think
it's just too much Inception.
That would be a travesty. It would be an absolute travesty if he didn't. And notice here, Ben, that Alex is going to go with the safety strats first to ensure victory.
100% go with the safety strats. That's what I would do too. You got to get to 669 331.
About 9,000 points away from victory. Needs the 670 as we like to round up. Just going to go brick by brick. So it looks like the max out not in his interest right now. He wants to make sure he just gets this win. Just look at those.
Yeah, get the win. Get the win.
And there it is, 6,9,900. So Alex will get a board again. He'll get another game, so it'll make it 6-2 on the night. And I think you know, Ben, right, that these are very important points that he's getting because as the series continues, each win can make a difference. He started the night 10 games behind, and now obviously he's going to be a lot further than that. But you kind of want to get a few in here. Maybe if he can pull off a good week in the next week or two, that he can keep it close.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Long bar just made him wait too long. He took that win. Beautiful.
That's the most important thing, of course. All right, we will go to 7E as the next seed. 7E as we approach our final game of the night here, Ben. We're finally making it to the end.
Final game. I can hardly believe it.
They are ready to go. It's been a lot of fun, Ben, and in case they don't have early top outs, please count them down for the final one.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Finals.
Squares and S's, and look at that unique start there from Alex versus what Jeff did. Alex kind of set up that S on top of it. So he had the square first. Obviously, they both have identical pieces. The square came first, and then he put the S on top of the square on the left. Because a second square came in, he kind of just placed it next to it and then set up a nice tuck. Pretty unique.
It's a sound strategy, but it's cute because I wouldn't have done it. Blast in the past. What are these dinosaurs doing?
Yeah. Now, Ben, you mentioned that you've been picking up some moves from players in the past. Like, who are the players that you've kind of studied throughout your career? To kind of enhance your game better?
Oh gosh, I've been so out of it in the last year that the only people I study are like if a person sets a record, then I'll watch that. I just saw a video on YouTube and I haven't seen the video yet, but apparently somebody got a 19.5 with DAS.
I was just about to ask you that. Yes, absolutely.
Is that true?
So, that is true. Yeah, there was a so that just came out today for those that are here live on Twitch, or if you're listening on the YouTube. Recently just came out that of course Game Scout, fantastic documentarian and videographer, put out a video of the only player with the DAS playstyle to achieve a 19.5. Young man by the name of Bendy. He goes by Bendy1 on stream, and he achieved that. You ever heard of hyper slapping, Ben?
No, is it?
Yeah, it's a technique. It's a technique that only Bendy uses, where he basically slaps the controller. You know how tappers would hyper tap the buttons, or rollers are kind of rolling the fingers on the back. He actually slaps it when he's either up high, or if he's playing like a 29 speed in certain cases. He will use that technique of hyper slapping to be able to get the same type of input that rolling would do, and it is pretty unique. It is pretty unique. He didn't use that. He did not use that for the DAS 19.5. It was pure DAS. You can watch the video. You can see him clearly on stream playing DAS with that. But a tremendous feat. Did you in your wildest dreams think that would happen?
That's a huge accomplishment and a testament to why DAS is still pretty cool. Just doing something like that with DAS is that's wild. Who do I get tricks from though? I mean, still, the people I've watched the most in the past are like Harry, Jonas, Jeff, Spavar, everybody like that. That's who I steal things from. Alex. Mostly live gameplay I've seen from Alex.
Right.
And I'll steal his strats. I'll steal anybody's stuff.
Yeah. No shame.
Got no shame.
No shame, I was about to say. Yeah, no shame from you. 316, give me hell yeah for Alex Kerr. We're going to Tetris in to go to 339. 321 for Jeff. First time we've actually seen Jeff playing from behind tonight, Ben. I mean, mostly Jeff has been in the lead.
It's a satisfying thing to see as a person who lost to Jeff by a significant margin.
Alex here trying to figure this out. Got a couple of holes above the next box level. Looking for a T piece. Would have been ideal, but he's going to get blitzed with squares. What a shock. Also kind of seeing a similar situation occur, but his sloping stack gives him the ability to burn that out over on the right side. And look at that. Tetris in for Jeff. Alex has cleaned the board up there, Ben. What pros these guys are.
Yeah, we've got a situation where Jeff is not playing from behind. That's okay. Alex can still take him. It's still a close game. They both got very nice stacks now. Went into the Joey Parker turn.
Oh, there you go. I knew you were gonna say it at some point. Thank you.
Not gonna let an entire stream go without saying the name Joey Parker.
How could you not? Absolutely. Hopefully we'll see Joey sometime soon. We'd love to see Joey at the CTWC. No, he did not make it out last year, but maybe he hears that you're going out there. Maybe he'll show up. That'd be great.
Yeah, he takes some fantastic space photography. If people are into that.
Oh my God!
Oh, I liked that tuck from Jeff.
That's the Vitz right there. That he set it up. Man, there you go. That's the thing you might want to learn, Ben, is the Vitz. That is a move that the kids love to death. That
they name them all, don't they?
Oh yeah, the vertical I-tuck setup. I mean, you would know it from back in the day. That was the death-defying long bar slide.
we still did it. We just had a slightly different name.
Yeah, of course. 551 for Jeff, 533 for Alex. Oh man, this could be a banger of a game. This could be the one we want to see end the night on. Ben.
What a way to end it.
Hopefully you don't commentator curse them, but we got a neck alert happening.
I think I'll shut my mouth now. Let's keep the necks out there and hope.
563 for Dark Jeff. He's playing with the lights off. Might be giving him strength right now. Long bar engaged. Gets the Tetris to go to 590. Alex at 567. And the unique thing here, Ben, is that Jeff has usually been like a level or two ahead. They are pretty much on par with one another.
Exactly. Like they're like on the same piece almost.
Jeff's gonna slam another Tetris right here. Go to 649. Alex at 626. You know, Ben, these two, let's kind of mention, almost had double max outs in one of the games here. Alex just was one Tetris and change short. He had misdropped a long bar on level 28 that ended his run there. But we could be seeing something special here.
Oh, definitely. I think Alex is exactly 2 pieces ahead of Jeff, which is pretty remarkable.
This is going to be trouble now for Alex. He needs an
L.
Oh, give him an L game. No, it won't come.
Well, unfortunately, the game is giving him an L, but I think it's a different kind.
Right here. As I always do, let us ring the bell, because this match is over.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding is right. And let's go on over to the winner scene. So, Ben will see that.
Anytime, Jeff, and now, well,
Alex.
But not anytime, but it was a lot of fun to commentate.
And there you go. There he is in the dark, Ben. He's in the shadows, and now he's turning
like the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
He's not the Tetris player we wanted. He's the Tetris player we needed right now.
Absolutely. There he is. The Shining Wizard. Look at that, man. He's got a blank face on now, Ben. You can't even see.
He just looks like a sheet of paper now.
He looks like a Dick Tracy character. I'm not going to lie.
He looks like Vanilla Ice. Kinda. No face.
Oh, my word. His face got melted with all the hot Tetris action that you just saw. So, I don't know how he's going to be able to go to work tomorrow, but there you go. Congratulations to Jeff. Big victory for you. He's going to extend his lead over Alex. So those 7 wins are going to take him to 30 overall in the series. Alex will get those 2, take him to 15. So it's 30 to 15 in favor of Jeb. Ben, you've been at that kind of point in the series. Any words of advice for Alex for the second half of this? Best of 99.
Oh, just fake an injury and get out now. No, I'm kidding. I think just play every piece as it comes, and you can start winning.